one out of 3 non-proficient readers went on to achieve proficient scores by the end of the year state test, and that we're going to use the students' beginning of the year Star Renaissance data as our baseline, and then we'll retest at the end. So to kind of go back, okay, so we're going to use the Star Renaissance as their reading level, like where we're going to start. We're going to use Lexia in the middle.
Okay.
And then at the end, in order to measure if Lexia worked, we're going to use Star Renaissance again, and then get their reading grade level. And that's what we talked about. So after that, we talked to the teachers, as you guys know, and we scheduled a date in order to train the enrichment teachers. And then we met for a 3rd time, and here's the research I talked about right here. And then we met for a 3rd time, the 18th and the 19th of October, in order to plan this PD. What I thought was so great is that we met with these enrichment teachers and we got their knowledge of Lexia, and so when they were in this PD, or when we were planning for this PD, we're really getting what they needed to know. So we did that. We made a list of what they needed to know. We contacted our literacy coordinator and got logins for all the students and teachers that didn't have them. We started designing our slideshow and agenda so we could make sure to stay on track with the allotted time frame. And then we printed out student goal sheets and practice skill builders so the teachers could have a visual aid. And then we got our PD set up, and teachers, the RLA teachers brought their Chromebooks and their class roster so we could show them how to put their classes in Lexia. So during that PD, as you guys know, I modeled how to use Lexia. You guys walked around and answered quick questions so it could be real efficient, get them in and out because it was during their planning time. We showed them, again, how to find resources and then how to navigate the student dashboard, which is so great because it talks about after the students take the diagnostic test that it shows which skills that they're doing poorly in. And then also it has the standards, so it's skills within the standards.
Right.
And it's our standards we use, which is, I think, genius. And then also, I explained how to use Lexia. You can get them on the computer program. You can do it one-on-one. They print out lessons. They print out skill builders. So you can have some on the computer, some doing skill builders, and you can have another group that you're working with on lessons. So it's for everyone.
And the students actually enjoy it.
So what did you think? So you also implemented it, and you're an enrichment teacher as well. So
Well, and you came in and observed me using it, and they loved it. They asked to do it. I think they like it because it's easy to navigate and work through it. But I think they think it's fun too.
Oh, I agree. Sometimes I'll say, what are you on? Get off that. They're like, it's Lexia.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm so sorry to say on that.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing.
I had just the other day, we finished a test and I told them they could do Lexia or they could do progress learning. Well, of course,
They picked
they were
Lexia.
finished with math. They went to do progress learning. They went to do Lexia. And same thing, I had to get on ClassLink to make sure they were really on progress learning. So, but I think it is user friendly. The dashboard is clean. It's not like there's not a whole lot of options to kind of pick around. And so it's good for the low ones. It's good for the high ones. So anyway, good choice.
I agree. Yes. So, and then, as you guys know, we went around, we talked with the teachers before we did the official observation. We did walkthroughs. We made sure they were using the goal planning sheet so the students could plan out their goals for each stream, the communication, the comprehension, the word study, and the vocabulary. And we just made sure they were using it in a way that was efficient and that would have student success. And
and it also has the grammar.
Thank you.
That they need, and so I love that as the reading teacher. It brings in their grammar lessons as well. So,
Absolutely. No, that is good.
And so many programs either have reading or grammar. This one has both.
Not all of it.
Yeah.
No, absolutely agree. And also too, what I do and some other teachers did when I was observing them is they'll even say, today we're going to work on the grammar strand, or we're just going to do comprehension, or we're going to do 10 minutes of grammar and 10 minutes of comprehension, and just kind of change it up a little bit. So we're not doing the same one each day.
Well, and with the STAR test this year having grammar implemented
Part of it.
on
Exactly.
the STAR test, they need it. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, so I went around and I observed the 4 enrichment tier 2 teachers, and to see how they are implementing Lexia in their classroom. And I had a pre-conference and a post-conference, and I explained the observation tool. And one of the great things about all the classes that I observed is they use Lexia in their own way. Some had whole group, some had small group, some had them working individually. It was just, I like Lexi because you can make it your own. I don't want it just to be something like this. It's just like, this, and this.
Everybody has to do it the same way. Yeah,
Yes.
right, exactly.
We all teach different. We all have different teaching styles, and so the teachers that I observed just used it. It was just like it flowed. Like it was just good. So I was really impressed by that.
Well, it fits any kind of teaching style.
Yeah, I agree.
And when you're working with the kids at your table, it's productive what the other kids are not doing. It's not busy work. I mean, it's very productive.
Well, and what I like about it too is that it's an individualized program, so it's individualized to every student.
Right.
And so it's not just giving everybody the same work. So how we measured, if the plan worked, as you guys know, is we did the Star Renaissance test again after the Lexi implementation. And let's get student one. So student one in September of this year, their reading grade level is grade 6, month 7. Well, all the way to November the 17th, they went up to a 7th grade reading level. So I thought that was awesome. That student obviously met our goal. Student 2, that is amazing.
Yeah.
In September they had a 4th grade reading level, and then to November an 8th grade reading level. So they really took heart, to what we were saying and used Lexia. So that was great. Student 3 also made a jump from 5th grade to 6th grade. Again, it's 1 grade level, but it's growth.
That's a full grade level. So
yeah, we'll take growth wherever we can get it. And then the 4th student went from 5th grade to a grade 7th or grade 6, month 7th, and almost made it to 7th
almost
grade.
made it to 2 grade levels.
Yes.
Yeah, that's phenomenal.
So I was really pleased. As you guys know, we all were pleased on how the plan turned out, and just across the board, and the students just really showed success, and the teachers implementing that instructional practice. It's just amazing. So then after that, we met and we came up with another survey to give out to the teachers that implemented it. And I'm gonna pull that up and just go to responses. Okay, and then right here, after the professional development, how comfortable and prepared were you to use the Lexia Literacy Program? 75% agreed and said yes. Let's see here. The second question, have you seen an increase in your students' reading levels on Star Renaissance since using Lexia? I would say out of 4, somewhat. We had 75%, 25% said absolutely. The third question, the professional development presenter was very knowledgeable about the Lexia Literacy Program, and his or her goals were clearly portrayed. 100% said that, so that made me feel good that they walked out with what they needed to know. And then the 4th question was the Lexi individualized computer lessons, the skill builders, prescribed lessons, and slideshows that kept my students engaged and motivated. 75% said absolutely, 25% said somewhat, which I'll take that. And then the 5th question, the Lexia Literacy Individualized Computer Program is user-friendly and easy for my students to navigate. 75% said absolutely, 25% said somewhat. The 6th question, the Lexia Literacy Program is user-friendly for teachers, being able to find resources such as the lessons and skill builders and the slideshows. 100% said yes, very user-friendly. The 7th question, I will continue to use Lexia with my enrichment classes in the future. 100% of the enrichment teachers said I will definitely use it again. And then this one, was there something that the presenter could do differently? Great job, so that made me feel good. I want to come back to this question right here. I think what we were talking about in one of our meetings is how awesome this is, and that they will continue to use Lexia in the future with enrichment classes, and even you know, since we've done so well with the enrichment classes, that maybe we could even, have a PD for the other core teachers and go ahead and teach them how to navigate Lexia so they can use it efficiently in
And
their
they're
classroom.
regular reading.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or on level reading classes, yeah.
100%, so that was good. Let's go back to our slideshow. We can stay on track and get you guys back to class. And then we had our leadership team reflection survey that we all filled out. And with this one, we're gonna talk about how we work together as a team, okay? In the planning process, the implementation, all that. So this question right here, our work as a collaborative team promoted a positive change in our